Energized show, up the Irish.
Mr. Eamon Deane, how's it going, bud?
All good. All's good.
Man, what a performance you had Saturday night. That was absolutely sensational. The Devonish was on wheels for the second weekend in a row.
No, the second time in a week.
Oh, second time in a week. Unbelievable scenes, unbelievable high rail finish. Tell us this. How did it feel on the night? Because the place is going nuts for you.
To be fair, it was the most calm and composed I feel like I've ever been for a fight. It was the first time I was ever entered a ring or a cage and just was completely aware of everything. And there, it was like as if I was sparring nearly. I just felt in total control.
And Eamon, that was obviously your second pro fight. First time you beat Troy
Gibson.
Yeah, Troy Gibson. That was on very short notice. Can you tell us, that was the first time you were fighting under the FAI banner. How did that move go about?
So that was my second MMA fight at all. Never mind being pro. So I took the Troy fight in 12 hours notice. I was due to have my first amateur MMA fight, but I had about 30 pulleys or something. It was mad, but I just took that fight and then I was getting offered fights on Cage Warriors and stuff, my previous gym, but as soon as I got offered a fight on a big show, I kind of knew that I wasn't in the right position. They moved forward my pro career. I was training with people that was a lot lower, no disrespect, but a lot lower level, a lot younger than me too as well. They were quite young. I'm 29, but they were they were nobody over 20. There were a lot of young people on my previous gym, and I wasn't really getting any hard spars or anybody around my weight or my level. So me and my teammate, we after a show, funny enough, he was defeated by somebody from Cage Conflict. Corey McLaughlin bit James, and we went for a coffee and we talked, and I was just trying to think of ways to try and improve our situation, and we both just sat down and just came to the conclusion that as much as we tried to fight it and fight against it, that FAI is, in my opinion, one of the best gyms in Europe. I've never experienced anything like I have experienced up there, and I just knew, because after the fight with James and Corey, I was always nice and friendly with Pat and Shando anyway, but they kind of pulled me aside and they were just like, look, you boys are always welcome to come up now and spar on a Sunday and stuff. And I was just like, fuck. And I never really gave a thought. And then James said, and me and James was talking, and we were like, I was like, what about going to FAI? And they was like, fuck, do you reckon? And I said, it's the place to be, really, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's worth the travel. We go up 5 days in a row, so it's worth the travel, do you know what I mean? But as soon as I walked under the doors and looked at the facility and trained with them after the first night, don't get me wrong, I was putting my place for the first couple of
Who put you in your place?
I was humbled. Everybody
performed the cue.
Everybody humbled me, but no, but to be fair, everybody welcomed me with open arms, and there's no egos whatsoever. They were just all so nice to me, and it's as if I've been there from the start, and they took me under their wing. And it's a privilege and an honor. They train in that gym, and they train under Pat and Shando, and they train along with Reese McKee, Corey, fucking Paul Hughes. There's that many people. I could be sitting here all day telling you everybody up there is world level.
Yeah, and then did you think the day you first walked into FAI, you would then go on and headline their next Cage Conflict show?
I couldn't believe it. It was meant to be a co-main event, and then the tragedy happened to Ryan. Then, and I was just it was a crippling time for everybody in the gym. Everybody was like, I was nearly going to give it all up. Because I have a young family, you know what I mean. I have a fiance and a wee girl, and she's coming 5, and then just seeing everything that happened to Ryan and him with a family and a wee daughter as well too, and it just kind of put the fear in me a wee bit, and that's where I have to pay a lot of respect to Shando and Pat, they really went above and beyond for Ryan, and they went above and beyond for us boys, because the morale in the gym was very low. Everybody was nearly kind of, how can I explain it? They were nearly feeling guilty for training and being able to train, and nobody. I don't know. It was just a weird. It was rare. It was a weird kind of phase, and then they kind of brought us out of it, and then I got offered the opportunity to be main event then, and of course I was going to go out and I was going to do it all for Ryan and put on that show for him, because he would have done it. So I had to go out and do it for him, and it was amazing. It was honestly one of the best experiences of my life. It was great, and the way the warm up room and the coaching team and everything, like, it's mad. That's what me and Corey were talking about. Me and Corey were talking today on the phone, and I was like, I've never experienced anything like that my whole fighting career, like through kickboxing, K1, MMA. I've never experienced the professionalism of getting warmed up, having your own warm-up room, the pep talks before the cage. I'm not going to give it away. There's like a secret. There's wee secret things they say to you in your ear, trying to get your breathing under control. And as soon as I enter the cage, normally I go on and I just go straight into the K1 mode and have my hands against them, I'm just swinging like a madman. But I was really calm and relaxed. Probably could have. I'm only going to get better. I still feel like there was a few things I wasn't happy about on it, but even though it only lasted a month.
Yeah, it was only a minute long. If you want to watch the fight back, we have it up on our Instagram wall. It's on Ames as well, so make sure to check it out. It's only a minute long, but it was
worth a watch.
Yeah, it's well worth a watch, man. Ross, what do you make of the event overall, bud?
Oh, they always put on an amazing show. Do you know what I mean? Crowd was phenomenal. The setup was phenomenal. The warm-up facility was amazing. Like, it's just that they go above and beyond. Like, there's no expense spared. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Way better than the Pleasure Boys.
Oh, don't know. There might be a career for me after fighting. Who knows?
Yeah, same here with us two as well, Ross. If this doesn't work out,
yeah, exactly. You touched on it. This is only your second ever MMA fight. Obviously, you've won both so far. You have a big background in stand up. Are you sort of looking to fast track this career now? Because I know you touched on as well, you're 29. Are you looking to make waves sooner rather than later? You've already started off on a strong note, to say the least.
Well, like I said, I turned 30 now in June, and I think time's against me. I think there only is one other way. I have to just go full steam ahead. You know what I mean? But I feel like I'm under the right coaches, the right team, and the right gym, and I trust in everything that they're going to do for me. And I'll just leave my career in their hands. All I have to do is show up to the gym, train, and put in the work, and the rest is history. Do you know what I mean? They'll keep me right. I feel strongly about Pat and Shando, like them two boys. They know what they're at, and they know how to build you up. Do you know what I mean?
And then obviously you've got like a quite unique look. Like, you stand out from the crowd, and like, you've obviously got the skills to pay the bills. Obviously Bellator's come to town in Belfast. Is that a show that you'd like to fight on?
Of course. I'll fight on anything. I'll fight anybody. I'll fight out in the fucking street.
No, it's just one of those ones where I've always felt with Bellator and now the PFL, you know, I mean, they've never had Fight Academy Ireland fight on their cards, and someone like you who's you know, early in their pro career but like has the fight experience could be the perfect person to build that relationship back up and get someone on that card. And obviously your style is incredible to watch as well. Like, some of the spinning kicks that you throw and just everything with bad intentions is just absolutely beautiful to watch.
I was trying to work if there's actually a video of me warming up, and you can see me throwing the calf kick, the spinning back kick, and the flying knee, and I've done every one of them in the fight. And I got, to be honest with you, I was more ready. Like, my walkout kit was blood splatter, and I really wanted to, it's going to sound bad, but I really wanted to fucking open him up. Do you know what I mean? I really wanted to hit him with a few elbows and stuff. But that's like, I really wanted to get the elbows on, but like, it's just fucking the calf kick. That was the first time throwing calf kicks in a fight, and they fucking wrecked his leg. So I was ready to get the elbows off as well too. So we'll get it.
Yeah, well, you are the new Cage Conflict welterweight champion. For people tuning in now, Cage Conflict 13 We'll be back. We'll be back on May 18th. And is that something you're also looking at as well, or are you looking at other organizations? Because obviously FAI have like links with Cage Warriors. Like, what sort of way do you want to direct your career for the rest of this year?
I just want to keep myself like now. I feel like now I'm in a better position with my weight than I was before. Like this weight cut, I got my shoulder slightly dislocated 2 weeks before Christmas, and so I went from like 84 kilos up to 94 kilos. And then and then it was, I only, like when I was starting my, like when I started trying to diet properly, I was like 94 kilos. I think I was 5 weeks ago, I was 94 kilos and I weighed in at 76.6. So the main goal now is to keep the weight down, keep training, stay injury free. I hurt my hand a wee bit in the fight. I think I jarred it a wee bit just with throwing a left hook, but it's not broken. I can move it, like, but I just think I staved the top of it. But other than that, I'll be back to the gym now, and I'll be back to the gym next week. But I stay injury free and just train, and then whatever opportunities present themselves, like as you know already, I'll fight anybody, anywhere. So any show or anything Pat and Chando feels like it's the best option for me, that's what I'll do. I'll trust their guidance. Do you know what I mean? But I'm ready for anything and anybody.
Yeah, absolutely. I think the promotions should be clamoring for you, to be honest, and I think like you have star quality about you, and that's something that any promotion would love to get. Like you can see from the reel we posted, you know what I mean? Like people were all over. You can always sort of tell when you post someone's fight whether people are interested in or not, and like you're one people are very interested in. So like that's what people want to see, and we hope to see you sooner rather than later, as long as the hand is all okay.
That's all good.
One thing you touched one thing you touched on earlier was the move to FAI. Obviously, you said you were humbled very, very, very quickly, but how much do you feel like your game has improved since joining there? And like on the daily, how much are you taking in from them?
It's massively changed my game. As I said, I was more of like I'm a pressure fighter. I do like they put pressure on, but they're teaching me to be more calm and relaxed. Like I don't need to take as much damage. Where I would have took some damage, they inflict more damage. Do you know what I mean? Like I would have took a few stupid shots where I feel like I was more calm and composed. And either my games come on massively. Like I barely done much wrestling. It was more like off my back jiu-jitsu stuff. And up there, like there's so much they learn. Like, and there's a system to every single thing. Like we'll go through a system of one maneuver for like I've got a couple of months, and then you move on to the next thing, and then even the striking as well too. Like the striking up there is phenomenal. Everybody's like you can see it with all the FAI fighters. They're like, oh, they're like dynamic. They can fight off both stances. Like they're really elusive. Everybody's striking and grappling's on point, and it's down to the coaches and the coaching team too, like as well. And my games improved massively up there, and all the boys up there, all the pro fighters and stuff, like that's what I'm trying to say. There's no egos. Like if they see something that I'm doing wrong, they'll help me and they'll correct me and stuff as well too. I'm actually decent at grappling, and I actually have a decent jiu-jitsu game. I just don't get the fucking show it. Just put boys to sleep too fucking soon.
Yeah, well, I'm pretty sure everyone who you ever fight, their goal is to test out your jiu-jitsu game. It just doesn't work that way.
You have to try and get past. You have to try and get close to me first.
And tell us this. Obviously, you fought Troy Gibson in your first fight. What was it like when you joined the gym and saw him first time out?
That was grand. Troy's fought everybody from there. He fought me, Blaine, fucking Jordan O'Neill, for fuck's sake. Man's fought us all.
Yeah, I know you're all FAI lads.
I know. See, that's what I'm saying. As soon as I walked in here, it was like water under the bridge. Everybody, like as soon as you go up there, you're just boom. Everybody's a team. Do you know what I mean? And I know me and Troy was A1. Like I was messaging Troy straight after the fight and thanking him for fucking taking the fight in short notice. Do you know what I mean? And he took it as well too. He about me, like, so he went under the unknown as well too. But Troy's A1. He's a good teammate and he's a good man.
Yeah. Really nice fella.
Yeah, we also want to give a shout out to Corn McLaughlin, James Slavin, Owen MacDonald, and Benny the Butcher. They all won the titles on the weekend as well. Eamon,
don't forget about Henry.
Oh, sorry, Henry Corrigan. Sorry, excuse me. That was a separate reel. But and shout out to Henry opening up his new gym as well. Like the thing is with FAI, there's just so much going on. There's so many fighters. It just keeps growing. People are just improving like so fast, and like it's going to be really exciting to see what they do with the next cage conflict as well. Because obviously Tiernan Lochran wasn't able to compete on it. Obviously, unfortunately, Ryan Curtis wasn't able to compete on as well. Who knows? Maybe yourself on May 18th, you could headline it again. It is going to be very, very interesting to see what happens in the future. But Eamon, we do want to thank you very much for your time. Is there anything else you want to say for the people tuning in now? Because this is obviously your first appearance on the show, and it could be potentially the last of what you say here, bud.
No, I just want to say thanks to my coaches, my team, my fiance, all my sponsors, and I look forward to the future. And I hope you all enjoy the fight, and it's only going to get bigger and better. Let's fucking go.
Yeah, Eamon, I want to say you've really announced yourself in the pro scene. People are clamoring to see you in there next. We can't wait to see you in there next. We've become huge fans of yours over your first 2 pro fights, and long may it last. So can't wait to see you out there again. And best luck and best skill, and come to a cage near you.
Yeah, thank you boys so much. I appreciate you getting me on. Hey.
Yeah, perfect.
No worries.
Energized show, up the Irish. Been sussing you guys a couple of times. I've seen a couple of clips. I think you've done some interviews with Dylan Moran and that I saw. So keep going, keep up the good work, guys.